Hey guys, it's your guy, me here. Today we're checking out a prequel to a game I've played before called Fazbear's Fright. The game that I previously played was A Bite At Freddy, so go check out that if you wanna. Also, I want to shout out GeckoMan72 for telling me about this game. I would not have known otherwise. Thank you so much. Fazbear's Fright is the name of the game, which I think is a play on Fazbear's Fright. No kidding. With the amazing Springtrap in it. Of course. And like Fazbear's Fright, it's also a horror attraction, but unlike Fazbear's Fright, there are a lot more than just one animatronic, not counting the phantoms, because they can't kill you in that game. I don't count them. My gameplay was all streamed on Twitch, so, you know, go check me out. Without a further ado, let's get into it. We start in the first location, then whoopsie, all the alcohol we've been secretly drinking on the job catches up to us and we passed out or something. And we reach the main menu. I should really stop mentioning the main menu in these videos, but, you know, doesn't really matter. Night 1, we're in an office with a door, a vent, a keypad, and a lever. Huh? We'll talk about the last two when we get to it, but you don't need to worry right now. This game also uses the classic power and AM, so I feel like I don't need to explain it. If you know Fnaf, you should know. There is actually one more. It's a water system, but I'll comment when it's actually used. On the first night, two animatronics are active. Dismantled Spring Bonnie and scrapped Mouseikie. Let's start off with Spring Bonnie because Mouseikie kind of scares me, not gonna lie. Look at his eyes. Dismantled Spring Bonnie's design is rather unique. Rather than the slim Spring Bonnie that is usually portrayed, this one is much more bulky, similar to Fazbear in a sense. Even though he has Dismantle in his name, he's really not that broken other than one arm. I don't want to know what he does with that arm. Do not ask. Spring Bonnie's gimmick is he goes into the vent. There are sound cues to know if he went into the vent, which makes two bumping sounds because there's no light to see in the vent. Then you just shut it. When you hear one bump, it means he has left. Now time for scrapped Mouseikie, everyone's favorite. I'm just gonna say it. I don't know why he is called scrapped. He looks perfectly fine to me. Maybe he scrapped like his design. His eyes screamed like he has seen things no mouse has seen before. Just look at him. Ugh! Anyways, his gimmick is that he goes to the door, and you can check if he's about to do it by checking the cameras. If he's at cam 7, he's not. If he's at cam 6, he's about to be at your door. 7-6. I don't think that's right. Anyways, you just shut it just like the normal Fnaf, but be warned, this guy is built different. You have like a solid 2 to 3 seconds to react or he just kills ya. Once you make it to 6 a.m., you're done. Now I can go back to drinking. At the end of each night, there are mini games. For this night, you are the animatronics and you sing to the children, and then when you finish, Purple Guy comes and yoinks the animatronics to do some things we will find out later. Ooh, suspense. Night 2. For this night, the previous two are not active. They'll be reactivated on the third night, and only the ones that are introduced this night are active. This night introduces Dismantled Fazbear, two hand puppets that look like the original Fazbear and Spring Bonnie, and the prototype. I don't know why this dude is called the prototype. He just looks like a regular endo to me. I guess he isn't like the other girls or endos in this situation. I'm hilarious. Let's start with Dismantled Fazbear, and he's why you need the lever for when he comes in your office. When you're checking cams, you'll hear a sound cue, and that's how you'll know he's in. You'll have to pull the lever and it sprays water, because Fazbear hates shower and he's pheromone maxing. There is a water meter, but you don't really need to worry because he's the only one that uses it. So you shouldn't run out unless you drink it, I guess. Do you like drinking Fazbear's shower water? Ugh. His design is cool. He has blood on his teeth, so you know he's the one that did the bite of 83. Or 87, some might say. Other than that, he really isn't that dismantled. I'd say Fnaf 1 Foxy is more broken than he is. They just do the same as Spring Bonnie. They go into the vent, you hear the sound cue, you shut the door. Simple. They do look surprisingly good though. Like, fresh out of the box. I don't know what they're gatekeeping from the other animatronics, but they look like they don't know hardship like the others do. Now time for the prototype. He is on cam 1B. He works exactly the same as Foxy. If you know Foxy, you know prototype. He moves on the camera, and if he leaves cam 1B, then you better shut your door or you're donezo, buster. If you stare at the camera, he slows down. Yeah, it took me a while to figure out what he does, because I'm a pro gamer. Totally did not have trouble with him. Totally. Like how I said before, he just looks like an endo, but he does hold a Mouseikie head. I don't know why out of all the animatronics he chose to use a Mouseikie head, but I'm not gonna judge. I will judge. Out of everyone, he chose Mouseki's head. Look at his eyes. Seriously, look at them. Okay, I'm getting sidetracked. That's it for night 2. There is another minigame. Yay! Like the other one, you are Foxy singing, and when you finish, Purple Guy comes and does unspeakable things to you. Purple Guy doing evil things? No way, he is just a purple guy, come on! Night 3 time, and this is where things start to get tricky. Everyone is active, plus one more, scrapped Fredbear. And this is where you need the number pad. Yay! Numbers, don't worry, it's not math. If it was math, I would not be able to beat this game. How Scrapped Fredbear works is he picks up the phone and he says numbers, which I assume is his credit card info. You have to press them in while everything else is happening. Even if you mess up one number, he kills you. Like, come on, bruh. Scrapped Fredbear is a really interesting character. He is like an endo, like prototype, and he wears a Fredbear head that looks like Golden Freddy from the OG games, but something interesting I found out is his lore, and why he gives you the numbers. Turns out he doesn't want to kill you, like everyone else. And the numbers is a deactivation key, so it isn't his credit card info. Man, what the frick? That's pretty much wraps for night 3. Now time for minigame. Here you play as Fredbear and you give cake to kids. And when you finish, you get close to a door, and guess what? Purple Guy comes up and snatches ya. And I don't know what he's gonna do, but all I know is it's probably really fun and awesome. Always trust Purple Guy. I almost called him Pupple Guy. That's not a word. Night 4 time, and this night is not like any other night. It's not like the other girls. Prototype is gone. Well, anyways, I didn't really care about that loser anyway. Whatever. Since he's gone, I'm gonna talk crap about him. What is that thing? That's right. Once it reaches 1 a.m., you find out why Prototype left. He left to tear apart all the others animatronics and add them to himself. And now he goes by Fright. Haha, get it? Fright, because the name of the game is Fredbear Frights. Get it? Get it? Anyways. And yes, that means all the animatronics are gone except for that thing. What he does is what Spring Bonnie and Mouseki does, but 10 times faster. If he's on cam 6, he's coming to your door. If it's on cam 4, it's going into the vent. It's not entirely the hardest night, but it sure does keep you on your toes. Now let's talk about its looks. Just look at him. I didn't know you could make Mouseki's face even scarier. Honestly, I don't even want to talk about this thing anymore. It's not even a face a mother would love. Even if I was its mother, I would not love it. When the night ends, you get jump scared by Fright, and you're hit with a cutscene of you in the Fnaf 1 location making a call, and turns out you are the phone guy from Fnaf 1, and you're making your last call before you get killed by Freddy Fazbear. I don't know if we're the same character between once we get jump scared by Fright, we switch POVs. I don't know how that works, but all I know is we need to lay off the alcohol. That ends night 4. There is a night 5, and you'll understand why. Alrighty, night 5 time, and technically the last night. And we're not in the office, we're in the staff only place in Fnaf 1, and we're stuck in a spring lock suit that's about to kill us. And we have to stop it from killing us by holding shift, but Bonnie and Freddy keeps checking on us like we're a baby, which we're not, I don't think. And if they find out we're still alive, they just kill us. There is another problem. Golden Freddy. He keeps appearing in our vision. I can't stop thinking about him. And we need to shut our eyes to make him go away, like every problem. Since we can't see, we don't know if Freddy or Bonnie is there, so it prevents us from fixing the spring lock suit. Honestly, there could be a whole FNAF game based on this. Like, they made a whole new mechanic just for one night. The devs are quite literally the GOAT. Once we finish this, we get our final night minigame, except for one more, which I will talk about in a minute. Let me get to it! We see Purple Guy press a button, and we see the animatronics come out. They are the nightmare animatronics. It seems Purple Guy did do stuff to them. And then they walk into another room with a box and a key. You can collect the key, remember the key, it comes back later, and once you finish, the game ends. You get the normal ending. Yippee! Go us! Okay, now remember the key I just told you about a minute ago? What? You don't remember? Then go back in the video. I'm not telling you again. All jokes aside, there is another key besides the one we just picked up. It's in a secret minigame you find by clicking a poster in Cam 6. And in that one, you play as Gray Freddy and collect a key By the way, not to brag, but I found that one out on my own in my playthrough. Totally not because I was clicking Toy Chica's head and I accidentally found it accidentally. Totally. Angel, I hear you asking, how do we use the keys? Well, I'm getting to it, so wait, please. For that, we need to be insane mode. Yes, you heard me right, insane mode. And let me tell you, I wasn't sure I was going to be able to beat this. It doesn't add anything new, but everything I said before except for Fright, because he's a loser. But rest assured, I'm a good content creator and I would never just look up the ending. I totally wasn't considering it. Totally. All that matters is I beat it. The ending shows you opening the Fnaf 4 box, and you see 4 faces, which is probably about the dead kids or whatever. And then we're shown in a office, and we're getting told about another location, which is a teaser about another game, not A Bite At Freddy's. That's the 3rd game in this franchise. It's about Fredbears and friends left to rot, which I might talk about. So, I might finish the trilogy in a messed up order, I guess. Other than the custom night, which I refuse to play custom nights, that wraps it up, basically. I really like this game. It really captured the original FNAF 1 vibe perfectly. Trying to figure out how each animatronic worked was a bit of a pain, but that could have just been my skill issue on my part. It's not an incredibly hard game since I was able to be insane mode, so if you want to try it, I say go for it, Buster. And with that being said, I'm Angel, and thank you all for joining me on this experiment, and I will see ya.